Hey everyone, welcome to Jersey Corner. I'm Casey Bryant. The Houston Astros are in the World Series for just the second time in their franchise's history. They beat the Yankees in a home-dominated 7-game series. Justin Verlander is reportedly taking the day off so he can ice his back, since he has the entire team on it. In honor of the Houston Astros' success, let's take a look at one of the most iconic jerseys in Major League Baseball history. Golly gee, can you tell these were designed in the 70's? What a shock. Specifically, these were introduced in 1975 and would eventually become known as the Tequila Sunrise jerseys, after the cocktail with a similar color scheme. It makes sense. Having a Tequila Sunrise or two would probably take the edge off having to watch the Astros around that time. These stripey things were worn as both the home and road jerseys from 1975 to 1979. They went 388 and 421 over that stretch and missed the playoffs all 5 seasons. Only in 79 did they even come remotely close. An ad agency called McCann Erickson, now just McCann, came up with the initial designs for these jerseys. They envisioned a white star on the stomach, orange and yellow stripes, and a psychedelic A on the hat instead of Houston's iconic H star. Someone at McCann Erickson was sitting around a boardroom stoned like Hunter S. Thompson and was like, "Yo man, stripes. Yeah." There were a number of tweaks that had to be made over the years. For instance, the star on the front had to be resized a couple times, there were numbers on the pants for a short period, and for 1 year there was even a big white circle around the numbers on the back, which looked really goofy. Made it look like Thing 1 and Thing 2. For the briefest of moments, there were even rainbow stirrups to go along with the tops. I need these stirrups, and I need them yesterday. I would just wear them in regular life. I would just wear them around the office. I don't care. In 1980, the Tequila Sunrises were made a home-only jersey. They came up with a road design that was a bit more traditional looking. White base, buttons, but it did still have bright orange stripes along the shoulders. This was an eye-popping tandem, even for the 70's, but they were still better than their previous jerseys. In the 1960s, the Astros had a really standard white and navy button-down with an orange shooting star on the front. I mean, they had a new building, the Astrodome, Houston had a burgeoning space program. It made a lot of sense. That reminds me, what were they before they were the Astros? Oh no. Oh god. Yeah, the Houston Colt 45s would not play nowadays. I mean, that would be like if I tried to form the Poughkeepsie M1 Bazookas. I mean, that would just be really cool looking jerseys. Dang it, curse my imagination! In 1987, the road jerseys officially replaced the full-blown stripy pullovers as the Astros' full-time jerseys, ending their 12-year run with the team. They remain one of the most memorable jerseys in baseball history. These threads have become synonymous with the likes of Mike Scott, J.R. Richard, Nolan Ryan, and one of the best postseasons of all time, 1986. These jerseys were actually really influential. The 1970s were a baseball revolution, and jerseys were no exception. The Indians unveiled red alternates, the A's, Padres, and Pirates all went bright yellow, the White Sox tried shorts for some reason, but the Astros were actually the first team to use horizontal stripes on their jerseys rather than the traditional pinstripes. It inspired other teams in the coming years to mix up their colors and try horizontal stripe designs, namely the Chicago White Sox and the San Diego Padres, who started using a similar color gradient on their sleeves. Plenty of colleges and minor league teams have adopted this look too, and they're still in use even to this day around the country. Strangely enough, as sports jerseys got cheesier and wackier in the 1990s, the Astros went in the opposite direction. They ditched all of their bright colors, the oranges, the yellows, and instead went with a more reserved navy and gold. Now these weren't bad per se, they were just really forgettable. New owners brought in a new look in 1994, which lasted until 1999. They never posted a losing record in that stretch, and some of the best players of that generation donned these threads, like Jeff Bagwell, Craig Biggio, and for a hot second, Randy Johnson. But these were still easily the worst designs the Astros ever had. In 2000, the Astros rebranded again to brick red and black when they moved into their new stadium, initially named after Enron, which, LOL. They made their first and to date only World Series appearance in 2005, losing in 5 games to the Chicago White Sox. 8 years later, Houston became an American League city, and the team decided to go back to their roots. Their current mock-ups very much so resemble the designs of the 1970s and 80s. They modernized it a little bit, touched it up here and there, and now they're one of the sharpest kits in the bigs. So how do these fare in the official Jersey Corner rating system? Really well. It's a piece of nostalgia that's so dated that it's actually timeless and classic. Whenever something in pop culture is trying to capture the spirit of the 1970s, chances are there's a certain layout or font or color scheme that matches up pretty well with the Houston Astros rainbow jerseys. Like if you were going to put baseball in a time capsule and you wanted to properly represent the 1970s, what would you put in there? You would put in Doc Ellis's drugs, Oscar Gamble's hair, the White Sox shorts, a few broken disco records, and the Astros Tequila Sunrise jerseys. Final grade? These are a 7.9. You gotta keep it in the 70s, baby. You're a Kenta Colby. Every jersey has a story. If you have a jersey you want me to review, tweet at CaseyBryant51. Subscribe to the Get More Sports YouTube channel and download our app on the App Store today. Plus, it's worth noting that the city of Houston is still in dire need of supplies and repairs, as our country has several states, cities, and territories reeling from natural disasters. If you want to help out, donate to the Houston Flood Relief Fund on You Caring, as set up by Houston Texans defensive end J.J. Watt, or donate to the American Red Cross. Once you do, go make yourself a tequila sunrise. You've earned it. That's it for Jersey Corner, and I think the Poughkeepsie M1 Bazookas need a logo.